Hey,
How are you?
good. How was Pride?
Oh, it was so much fun.
Oh, I'm jealous. I wish I could have been there.
Yeah, it was great.
Good.
Do you watch any of Blow?
I haven't watched it yet because I was at KCON all weekend.
Oh, right.
I know. I'm gonna be watching it this weekend though with my boyfriend. I'm so excited.
So good.
Oh,
You're gonna love it.
I'm stoked.
All right. Let me get Kate on the phone for you.
Okay, cool.
One sec. Hey, Erica. You're on with Kate Nash.
Awesome. Hi, Kate.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, yeah.
I feel like Glow has been getting such a great response, so you must be super excited right now.
Yeah, it's amazing. It seems to be getting so much support from like everybody actually. It's really exciting.
Yeah, every single review that I haven't watched the show. I was just telling Jamie that I haven't watched it yet because I was out all weekend, but I'm so excited too. I know it's going to be one of those shows that I just like sit down and have to watch every single episode right away.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I wanted to kind of start off just asking you how you got involved with the project and how the audition came about and everything.
For Jen's Cohen for a different project, I worked on a pilot with Genji that didn't end up getting picked up, but it was called The Devil You Know, and it was about like witches in Salem. And that shot for like a month in Boston. And then Genji just really liked my work in that. So when she was doing auditions for Glow, she asked to like see me read for Rhonda's part, and I did the audition in August, then kind of found out like it was all quite like late in the game actually. Like a lot of us were like, getting in quite last minute. Like I think I found out on Wednesday that I got the part and I had to be there on Monday for training.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually heard also about that show about the witches. I'm kind of bummed that it didn't get picked up, to be honest.
I know.
That would have been so good.
Everybody thought it was gonna get picked up.
I wonder if there's hope that it can still get picked up, or does it not work like that?
Sorry, what was that?
Is it still possible, like, that it could get picked up in the future, or is it just kind of dead in the water now?
I have no idea, actually. I mean, I've heard about shows. Didn't Mad Men not get picked up straight away?
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think Mad Men didn't. Who knows? Maybe.
I'm
in the future they will.
Yeah, I'm kind of crossing my fingers, because that would have been such a dope show.
It was a really cool project, yeah.
Getting back to Glow, I wanted to ask about your character. I know that, like, all the characters on the show are kind of, like, fictionalized a little bit, but, like, was your character based off of any specific wrestler, or did you maybe even just, like, personally research wrestlers and kind of put certain quirks into her?
I mean, I really liked the diver in the show, who I guess like Rhonda asked for a horse, and in the original Glow, Godiva does actually end on a horse and have a horse. Her character has a horse. I don't know if you've seen the original Glow.
No, I haven't. I do watch WWE with my boyfriend though, so I know yeah. So I do know like a little bit about wrestling in general. But I honestly I'd never even heard of Glow before this show came on Netflix. And then when I was researching it, I was like, "What? How did I miss this? This is so cool."
I know. Well, Godiva, she's American, but she played a British person. She like she had a really, like, dodgy British accent. She'd be like, I just got back from holiday, and, like, things like that. And, like, she'd have a suitcase and, like, or a briefcase or something, and she rode in on a horse and stuff, and a lot of time they were fighting about, like, I remember there was a fight with Daisy where Daisy's, like, stealing her horse from her. So I guess there's, like, elements of, like, that within my character a little bit, but none of us were playing, like, the actual girls. You know, we weren't showing, we're not, like, actually creating, like, their individual personal stories, but we did obviously get so inspired by the original Glow because it's just so incredible and wild. And I think it was like a mixture of, like, what I found really interesting when I did my final match was trying to I was, like, being, like, it was, like, really interesting figuring out how to be Britannica, because it wasn't me playing Britannica, it had to be Rhonda playing Britannica.
Oh, true.
So that was, like, a really interesting acting thing, because you're, like, it's, like, so weird, like, the through line is, like, it's really strange, but it was really fun. Once you, like, figured it out, it was really fun to be kind of playing, like, two different people at the same time.
That's really cool. That's actually interesting. I wasn't even thinking of that, because you're literally acting as someone else. So you have to kind of get into a couple of different headspaces, I guess. Would you say that was, like, maybe the biggest challenge that you faced during filming? Because I was wondering too, like, was it hard just doing all the physical stuff?
The physical stuff was really hard, but it was so inspiring and so exciting that, like, we all just, like, loved it. We were definitely scared at first. And it is quite hard on your body, because at the end of the day with wrestling, like, there's, like, learning how to do things safely, but I think you are actually learning how to fall and be taking hits and, like throwing yourself to the ground. You know, there's not, I remember when we learned, like, the front bump and the back bump, I was kind of waiting for the trick, you know, I was like, okay, so then what, you know? And it was like, oh, you're just taking a fall. I realised there wasn't quite a secret to it, you know, you're just like, you're just falling, so there's only so much you can do to make that not hurt, you know?
True.
But the physical stuff I just loved it, because it kind of, like, it really opened my mind to what the possibilities are, because I think I've written off being able to do certain things in my life. Like, I never thought I could do, like, suplexing and, like, somersaults and jumping off the rope and flips and, like, all these kind of stuff. And then when you actually, like, learn to do it, you're really amazed with what your body can do, and you think, oh my god, what else can I do that I didn't realise we could do? Like, whether it's physical or mental, like, there's just, like, so much that we haven't unlocked about ourselves. And so I found wrestling to be really inspiring.
I love that, and I think it really resonated too, like, when you were talking about there's really not necessarily a trick to it, just because, like, if I'm watching it on TV, sometimes I'm just, like, cringing at some of the stuff they do. I'm like, oh my god, that has to hurt so bad.
I know.
You know? And I feel for their bodies too, because I know some of them, you know, they get back problems and stuff, so it's so athletic, you know? The other thing that...
it's really rough on the body.
Oh my god, definitely. The other thing that I am so excited about this show in particular is I'm a huge 80s fan. Like, I love the fashion, the music, everything about it. So tell me a little bit about that aspect, because I'm sure you must have had so much fun with that.
Oh my god, it was so fun. The clothes were just... Sorry, I'm eating it.
Oh no, it's okay.
I mean, every day one of us would, like... It was like you were waiting for the girls to come out of their trailers. And it would be like a show every day. Like, you'd come out and everyone would be like, oh my god! And, like, freaking out about what everyone's wearing, because we just had the craziest, like, outfits.
Oh my god.
And the coolest thing about the 80s is that was really normal. That was just, like, normcore. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like the stuff that people were wearing is insane, but like it wasn't like crazy fashion people wearing that. It was like your mom would be wearing that, or like your neighbor or your aunt. You know what I mean? It wasn't like just crazy fashion people that wore crazy fashion, and that's what I kind of felt about the 80s. It was an insane time for fashion. So yeah, I mean, Zonda doesn't wear a lot, frankly. It became very liberating to just be wearing minimal clothing throughout shooting.
Well, I guess between that and doing all the physical stuff, it must have been just kind of empowering in a physical way, because you're really just kind of, this is your body and you're getting used to it and you're doing different things with it and wearing different things. So I feel like that must be kind of nerve-wracking at first, but at the end, like, super empowering.
Yeah, so empowering. I think there's something really empowering about being vulnerable in any way, and everybody on that show is vulnerable. So, like you said, it is really empowering.
I love Alison Brie. So speaking of Mad Men, of course, I love her so much. So I'm excited to watch her, because I feel like after watching her on Mad Men, this role is just like so unexpected in my mind, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
she's so strong. She's such a good wrestler. I'm just like such an amazing actress and person. She's like so kind and like, I don't know, I love Alison so much. She's such an amazing person. Seriously.
I wanted to ask you, I know people have been talking about how this is such a good show to just sit and binge watch. So do you like to binge watch shows? Are you a big Netflix junkie?
Yeah, big time.
What are some of the shows that you recommend?
I love Grace and Frankie.
Oh, I have friends who watch that, but I haven't checked it out yet.
Oh my god, it's the best show for her.
Oh man. And do you watch Orange is the New Black?
Yeah, I watch that.
Tell me also a little bit about just your acting aspirations, because obviously a lot of people just know you for your music, but you've appeared in some films, and I think I read somewhere that you studied acting in college. Is that true?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. So is acting just like something that you want to keep doing as you move forward in your career and stuff? And if so, how do you kind of navigate and negotiate that with the music side?
At the moment, just kind of figuring that out, to be honest. Like, I've only just started doing this heavy acting work, so we're going to be deciding, like, be my music manager, like, when I put out my album, depending on if we get a season 2 and, like, when season 2 is shooting and stuff. So it really just depends on, like, it's just going to be an issue of scheduling things out and trying to make things work, you know.
I feel like
we'll just have to figure it out as we go along, I think.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to pursue acting. I'm really happy that I finally got the opportunity to do it. Like as you said, it's like I wanted to do it. So I've really been attempting it for years, to be honest, and just never had anything like hit off. So it really does to finally happen.
I was really excited.
Something that I never done so much too. Something so special. It's like I feel like it was all like I didn't get all the other jobs because this is like the best job in the world.
I was so excited for you when I heard that you were on the show, because I've been listening to your music since forever. And then when I saw your name, I was like, what do you mean? She's on a Netflix show. This is so cool. Yeah, and then when I saw like what it was about, like women wrestling, I was like, this is so feminist. I'm like so stoked for her.
Yeah, I know. It's weirdly, it's like when I like started watching Venice, and I just kind of was like, holy shit, this is like somehow my dream job that I just didn't know was my dream job. Like, what the fuck, you know? Like, this is like my world. It's like about the outsider, which I always feel like I am. It's like all these fucking powerful women like finding their way with their bodies and being empowered, to being physical, and just kind of like something so different that I've never seen before on TV, and yeah, it's just such a special show. And honestly, the biggest thing about it is that the women that I've met through the show have become like my solid, like closest friends, and like it's a real sisterhood that we have. Like we're all on a group text, we all like see each other all the time whenever we can, if we're all in town, and like we are emotional and share like personal shit with each other, and we can talk openly about the show and our feelings, and I just like have the closest friendship from this show, and I think that's the greatest thing that's come out of it, because of that, like we all can support like everything that each of us like has to do to be vulnerable on the show.
I love that. I love that it's kind of, in a way, it sounds like this really safe, supportive kind of space where you can all just be creative and supportive of one another. I think that's so important.
Oh my God, especially when you're like doing things that are dangerous and like worried about your like hurting someone else or like hurting yourself. It's like to have, you know, you're scared of some of the shit we're doing is scary, and like you just have like there's like 13 other girls just like cheering you on, and like if you can't do something, they're like, you can do it, or like don't put, you know, like they're just like being so supportive. It's like a cheerleader. We really became like a team, and like I felt like we were important. And Chavo was like our coach.
I love hearing that. I love when women are just supportive of one another, and I think it's something that's so important for just even young girls watching to see that, you know, and also just to see the representation, a show about women wrestlers, like who would have thought, you know? But one of the things that I also wanted to ask you today is about just you and your music, because I know this year you had an incredibly successful Kickstarter campaign. I was so proud of you and so happy for you. And I'm also just really inspired by how strong you've been just moving forward independently. So can you just talk a little bit about what it felt like to hit that number on Kickstarter and to see like all the fans supporting you, and what was that like for you?
Yeah, that was so cool. I mean, it was like this stressful experience all the way through until we finished it. You know, Kickstarter is really nerve-wracking because you just want to raise as much as you can, and you don't stop working on it until it's over. Like, so you kind of keep stressed about it until it's finished. But it was amazing to raise, like, I got 222% funded, and I just like, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's cool because it's just so great as an artist to be able to find a way to release like your music and do what you want to do artistically, and not like have to just worry about like being accepted by the major label industry and all that, because I don't really fit into that world. So it's like so cool to like have found a way to do what I want to do outside of that, you know?
It's so true. Yeah. So do you think, I think you mentioned somewhere, maybe I heard this in an interview on YouTube or something, that you were looking to release the album before February, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you got some work to do.
Yeah, I do. I got work to do.
Well, I think that's about it for our time. Was there anything that I didn't touch upon that you want to promote right now?
I've got a tour in August.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's the 10th anniversary of Play the Brit, which is my first album. And I'm doing a celebratory 10-year anniversary tour in August. So tickets are on sale for that right now, and yeah.
Oh,
that's
perfect.
What I'm focused on next. Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, I'm glad I asked. Fans will definitely be excited about that. Yeah, this was so awesome. Thank you so much. Congrats on everything, and I really hope there's a season 2, even though I haven't watched season 1 yet, but I'm going to this weekend.
Yeah, watch it.
I will.
Yeah, I binged it the entire weekend, and it was so good, Kate.
Thank you so much.
Jamie, don't make me jealous.
There has to be a season 2.
I know.
All right. Thank you, Erica.
All right. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.